When you're a really good driver, you'll feel like you have bionic eyes. I'm traffic scanning, noticing it's clear, that the pedestrian walkway is clear, a full 360 degrees to understand who has right of way. And I promise the more time you spend on the road, the easier it will be to take everything in. Hey, it's Jacqueline, and for the next few minutes, we are going to do some exercises to improve our traffic scanning and mirror checking. Before we start this work, take a minute to like and subscribe, and be sure to check out the link to the Zutobi app below. They have everything you need to help you study and prepare for your permit test and for being the best driver that you can be. Traffic scanning and checking your mirrors is an important part of being a good driver. You literally have to stay aware of everything around you in 360 degrees. When you're looking forward, you're traffic scanning across your left mirror and across your right mirror, but you're using your peripheral vision. Your nose and chin stay forward, and your eyes take in everything around you. It's really important to remember that the front, left, and right crossbars block your visibility while you're traffic scanning. Many cars have little cutout windows, but even if yours doesn't, remember that when you're traffic scanning, you're aware of having to look around the crossbar just in case you miss a pedestrian or a cyclist. When you're a really good driver, you'll feel like you have bionic eyes, that you can look over obstacles, through obstacles, and under obstacles, and you'll never miss a thing. So to understand everything ahead of us, we'll think about the 180 degrees ahead of us and our peripheral vision. To understand what's coming up from behind, we have our mirrors. Our rear view mirror, when set properly, shows us the entire rear view window, except what might be blocked by a backseat headrest or if there were passengers in the back of the car. It's really important to know what blocks your view, for example, the headrest and the crossbars on the right and left, so you can understand how your right and left mirrors pick up. So in the rear view mirror, I see a friend walking, but they were blocked by my crossbar. And in the right mirror, I can pick them up as they continue their walk until they get in my blind spot right next to me. When I'm doing my traffic scanning straight ahead, I keep my head steady and I'm looking forward using my peripheral vision. When I'm using my rear view mirror, I keep my head steady and I just let my right eye go up to the mirror so that my left eye can stay focused on what might be ahead and what might stop. If I'm checking my right mirror, I have to do a slight scan to the right, but I also stay aware of what's directly ahead of me. And when I'm checking my blind spot, I turn quickly and back. I let my right eye tag up and my left eye come back to center. When I'm checking my left mirror, I keep my nose and chin forward and I just let my left eye scan left and forward. Because again, my priority is making sure if somebody stopped ahead of me, I would see the change and I would be able to stop also. So here we are in the rearview mirror. I see the truck coming. As I lose it, I see it in my left mirror and then my blind spot. And I can check 1, 2, 3 places, tracking, approaching, and passing vehicles. It's super easy to think about mirror, mirror, blind spot, and traffic scanning when you're stopped on the side of the road. And the hard part is remembering all the stuff we have to keep in our minds once we're driving. But we are going to drive and practice traffic scanning and checking our mirrors and our blind spot so we can improve the way we move around in the community. To make this right turn, I do a traffic scan and notice the person walking. I let them get across the double yellow line, and then I turn right into my right lane. I'm met with a forced left lane change, which required me to use my mirrors and blind spot to safely transition. I want to make a right turn, so I have to do another mirror blind spot check for that lane change. And as I make this yield right turn, I have to traffic scan for bikes, pedestrians, and cars before I can complete my turn. I'm met by a large vehicle, and I'll make a left lane change, again practicing my mirror and blind spot check. Doing practice drives with your car coach is going to be a really important way for you to learn to take everything in while still flowing safely with the flow of traffic. You might come around a corner and find a vehicle blocking your path, and then you'll have to make a quick lane change to continue. So thinking about how your mirrors show you what you need to see, and your blind spot check is that last check you need to make sure it's safe, and practicing in a stopped position will help you so that when you're moving and flowing, your internal intuition will kick in and you'll be able to do those scans quickly and easily. Just like if you've learned to play a sport or to play music, you know what it feels like to learn something and be a little bit slow and awkward at first, but then to get better at it. And that's the work that we're trying to do, to exercise our muscles so that we can improve with specific skills. Back there, I understood that there were two cars that felt a little stuck because there were other double parked cars and they needed to get around, but they weren't sure it was safe. They both had their left turn signals on, and by flashing them, I let them know that I saw them, and I sort of gave them what they wanted, which was the permission to go around the cars and continue. And that's another kind of traffic scanning. It's just noticing what's going on ahead of you so that you can be polite when you can, so that you can be safe always, and sometimes so you can get yourself out of messy situations. I'm noticing it's really trafficy up ahead, so I'm deciding to make a left turn. I'm traffic scanning, noticing it's clear, that the pedestrian walkway is clear, and so I get to make my safe turn. To me, traffic scanning is the work that I do to make sure it's safe for me to continue forward. And because I love basketball, I think about it like the referee on the court, signaling that the play is good. The play is good and you can keep going. And that's what traffic scanning does for me. I scan and make sure I can keep going. Here I'm noticing it's right turn only, but on certain hours, 4 to 6, Monday through Friday. And it's about 12:30 right now. So I get to go straight. But from way back there, my traffic scanning included reading the sign, even the small print at the bottom, and then checking my own clock to make sure I wasn't accidentally going to do something illegal. Back there, my traffic scanning was about understanding from the right and left the flow of traffic and knowing exactly when it was safe for me to cross 4 lanes of traffic. And here my traffic scanning is about getting into the proper position for my right turn. I had to signal and check my mirror and blind spot before I could curve over to the right. If there'd been a cyclist, I wouldn't have curved. Now I'm going to turn right, and my traffic scanning includes being aware of the dog and the friend in the pink shirt. If they're going straight or left, I will have to yield for them because I'm turning right and they have right of way. The white car ahead of me also had to yield for them. Because they didn't have their turn signal on, I didn't know that they were turning right. But that made sense. As I approached that second limit line, my traffic scanning was about looking left and right for through traffic, and because the white car had right of way, I yielded. And here my traffic scanning is about waiting for the stroller to cross, the red car to clear, and then I can make my left turn. Traffic scanning is required for every safe maneuver when you're driving, whether it's exiting a parking spot, making a right or left turn, or even just knowing when it's safe to go straight. Your job is to know what is around your vehicle, a full 360 degrees, to understand who has right of way, and to be prepared to yield if necessary. From this position, I'm scanning for pedestrians, and since there aren't any, I'm going to creep up. But then just as I crept up, my light turned, so that worked out really well for me. I want to make the next left turn I can, and my traffic scanning includes looking at the do not enter and one-way street signs, so I don't accidentally try to turn left on a one-way street. Running a driving school isn't easy. Between high operating costs, managing student requests, and delivering top-notch instruction, it's a lot. Zutobi Instructor helps smooth out your day-to-day operations with features like automated scheduling and online payments. You'll also get our best in the nation in-class and online curriculum with engaging videos, immersive driving simulations, and more. Driving schools all over the country are already making the switch and loving the results. It's super simple to get started. Visit Zutobi.com to book a demo or click the link in the description. Since my intention is to turn left at the next street, my traffic scanning is going to include following the lane and looking for the left turn lane. Since it's an unprotected left, my traffic scanning is watching the oncoming vehicles, making sure the sidewalk crossing is clear, and turning when it's safe into my correct lane, left into the left lane. And now I'm going to make a lane change, which requires mirror, and blind spot before I know it's safe to go. At this next intersection, my traffic scanning is for pedestrians, and since I noticed the friends diagonal across the crossbar, turning their wheels, or I'm talking cars, turning their feet slightly, I could tell that they were beginning to cross. So by noticing early, I didn't accidentally go when it was their turn. That would make me feel uncomfortable. Traffic scanning to make a safe lane change. And I'm going to make a left turn at this light, again practicing my safe traffic scanning, watching for pedestrians, picking the left lane, and continuing forward to my light. So to travel safely in any environment, you have to be good at taking it all in, and we call that traffic scanning. Traffic scanning means you're aware of lights, you're aware of street signs, you're aware of other vehicles, you're aware of potential hazards, you're aware of what's coming up behind you, you're aware of when to go, when to slow, when to stop, and you make all of those decisions as smoothly as possible so that everything just feels very gentle to you and to the folks around you. So thank you so much for checking in today. I really appreciate and respect the work you're doing to become more aware so that you can help keep other people safe. I hope that you start your practice in a quieter space so that you can really build up to busy, trafficy spaces, but that eventually you will be able to follow your road and drive around with lots of people coming from different directions, knowing exactly where you're supposed to be and knowing how to keep everybody safe. Have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.